The magnificent frigatebird, Frigata magnificens, is a large seabird that embodies grace and power in flight, often earning it the nickname man-o'-war bird due to its aggressive tactics and impressive agility. Known for its striking appearance, extreme aerial endurance, and unique breeding behaviors, this bird captivates birdwatchers and biologists alike. This article will explore the characteristics, habitat, behavior, and conservation status of this incredible species. Physical characteristics. Magnificent frigatebirds are immediately recognizable by their distinctive physical features. They have a slender black body with a deeply forked tail, long angular wings, and a powerful hooked beak. With a wingspan of up to 7.5 feet or about 2.3 meters, these birds are perfectly designed for gliding and soaring for long periods without flapping their wings. Despite their impressive wingspan, they are light for their size, weighing only about 2.5 to 3.5 pounds, or 1.1 to 1.6 kilograms. This lightweight frame allows for exceptional maneuverability and endurance in the air. One of the most striking features of the males is the bright red gular sac, which they inflate during the breeding season to attract females. When inflated, the sac can reach the size of a small balloon, and males proudly display it while making calls and spreading their wings to appear more impressive to potential mates. Females, though larger than males, lack the gular sac and have a white patch on their chest, making it easy to distinguish between the sexes. Habitat and range. Magnificent frigatebirds are typically found in tropical and subtropical regions, mainly around the coasts of the Americas. They inhabit the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and the Gulf of Mexico, from the coasts of Florida and the Caribbean to as far south as Brazil and the Galapagos Islands. These birds are almost entirely pelagic, meaning they spend most of their lives at sea, only returning to land to breed or roost. They prefer remote islands or coastal regions where they nest in mangroves or on cliffs. Their ability to remain in the air for extended periods allows them to cover vast distances while foraging over the open ocean. Aerial mastery and feeding behavior. One of the most fascinating aspects of the magnificent frigatebird is its ability to stay aloft for days and sometimes even weeks without touching down. They have been known to soar at altitudes of up to 2,500 meters or 8,200 feet and glide for hours using warm updrafts and air currents. This allows them to conserve energy while traveling long distances in search of food. Unlike other seabirds, frigatebirds cannot dive into the water because their feathers are not waterproof. Instead, they rely on their agility and speed to snatch prey from the ocean's surface. They primarily feed on fish, squid, and other marine animals, often catching them mid-flight. However, their most notorious feeding behavior is kleptoparasitism, stealing food from other seabirds. Magnificent frigatebirds chase down other birds, such as boobies or gulls, and harass them until they regurgitate their catch, which the frigatebird deftly scoops up mid-air. Breeding and courtship. Magnificent frigatebirds are colonial nesters, gathering in large colonies during the breeding season. The most remarkable aspect of their courtship is the male's elaborate display, where he inflates his red gular sac, spreads his wings, and makes drumming and clattering sounds to attract females. Males also shake their heads and wings to further accentuate their display. Once paired, the female selects a nesting site, often in low trees, shrubs, or on the ground. The nest itself is a simple structure made of sticks. Both parents take turns incubating the egg, which is laid in a shallow nest and hatches after about 50 days. The chick, covered in white down, is cared for by both parents for several months, though the female takes on most of the feeding responsibilities as the male often leaves the colony after a few months. Frigatebird chicks are dependent on their parents for a long time compared to other seabirds, taking anywhere from 5 to 7 months to fledge. Even after fledging, young birds may continue to receive food from their mother for several months. Conservation and threats. Although the magnificent frigatebird is currently classified as least concern by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, or IUCN, certain populations are facing pressures due to habitat loss and human activity. Coastal development, deforestation of mangrove forests, and disturbances in nesting areas pose significant threats to their breeding success. Additionally, climate change may impact their food sources and nesting habitats in the long term. Frigatebirds are also susceptible to pollution, particularly plastic pollution in the ocean, which they may accidentally ingest or feed to their chicks. Entanglement in fishing gear can also pose risks to their populations. Protected breeding sites, especially on isolated islands, have been established in several regions to help preserve these majestic birds. Continued conservation efforts, such as preserving critical habitats and minimizing human disturbance, are essential to ensuring the long-term survival of the magnificent frigatebird. Symbolism and cultural importance. In many cultures, the magnificent frigatebird holds symbolic importance, often representing freedom, endurance, or power due to its commanding presence in the sky. Indigenous peoples of the Pacific Islands have long admired frigatebirds for their role as navigators and their seemingly effortless flight. Sailors too regarded frigatebirds as omens, sometimes seen as a sign of good fortune when spotted far from land. The magnificent frigatebird is a testament to nature's ability to craft creatures with extraordinary adaptations. From their incredible aerial agility to their unique breeding behaviors and opportunistic feeding strategies, these birds embody the resilience and majesty of the natural world. As we continue to study and admire these birds, it is crucial to protect their habitats and ensure their future remains as bright as their vibrant red displays during courtship.